In today's episode, I'm going to be taking you through 10 minutes of anti-fail questions. What do I mean by that? If you are someone listening to this who isn't where they want to be, physically, maybe even mentally, with your shape, weight, confidence, and energy, there is a strong chance it's down to something you are doing or not doing. So what these questions are going to do today is more than likely help you identify in a specific area of your life what you are not doing or maybe doing that is preventing you from where you want to be. I've said it on many episodes before, but if you ask yourself the right questions, they will help you to identify what you need to focus on and what you don't need to focus on. So I want to chop through these as fast as I can and simply read them out and give you some things to ponder. These are the types of questions that we ask our clients, on a daily basis that have been pivotal to helping clients progress, get in shape, more importantly, stay in shape and feel great, which benefits all of their work, family life, etc. The first question is around food. Ask yourself this question. What would I do daily if I wanted to self-sabotage with food? Example. If you wanted to self-sabotage with food, would you keep eating sugar every day? Overeat in the evening every day? Kick off your day with processed food? If you wanted to self-sabotage, what would you do? Next one is training, around training and planning, basically. Ask yourself, what would I do if I wanted to have mediocre training sessions this month? Do you feel you're training at the top of your game right now with full intent, with full focus? Are you getting stronger? Are you progressing? Are you getting fitter perhaps if you're doing some cardio within your training? But what would you do if you wanted to have mediocre training sessions this month? Third question is around people. People influence how we think, what we do, and the standards we have. So I've got two questions around people. Ask yourself, who would I spend more time with if I wanted to lower my standards? Who would I spend more time with if I wanted to lower my standards? Who's not a positive influence on my eating/drinking habits right now? Is there someone in your life right now that doesn't share the same values, doesn't have the same expectations around your health, body, how you want to look, how you want to feel, how you want to perform? And I know this is hard sometimes if we like a certain person or have habitually grew up with this person or we spend a lot of time with them. But is there someone in your life right now that is not helping the health, body, confidence, and energy that you wish to live with? But these questions are going to help you identify who that potentially is, and you either have a frank conversation with that person or you spend less time with that person. I've said it on previous podcasts, but unless you are incredibly strong-minded and you've got your identity down to a T with your physical health and emotional identity, then it's just inevitable at some point you will conform to the standards, habits, and behavior of the people you spend most time with. So who is holding you back right now? And do they need to go, or do you need to simply spend less time with them? Work. What work tasks should I be delegating or not focusing on right now? What work task should I be delegating or not focusing on right now? And you might be thinking, what does this have to do with being healthier, in shape? A lot of the time, if we are doing tasks we shouldn't be doing, or spend too much time on a task that needs to be completed, it's going to create stress. It's going to affect your mood, which can impact your food. Often we eat our feelings. And so often one of the biggest culprits of overeating, drinking, or both is down to work stress, particularly doing things that we don't like to do, or we're spending too much time on those things that may be affecting a deadline or your marketing, your sales, your performance of your business. But is there something you shouldn't be focusing on right now in your business that is causing stress and impacting your health, shape, weight, mood, maybe even who you are at the end of your day when you go back to your family, and in a negative way? Next one is around habits. What is the key habit that you keep doing that is contradicting the health you say you want? So a lot of people, from my experience, know what they should be doing, but don't do it. If this resonates with you, what is the keep habit that you keep on doing that is contradicting the health that you say you want? There's nothing more disempowering or that drains confidence more than continually doing a habit that you know isn't good for you, good for your health, or the person you're trying to become. What is that habit? Next one is around beliefs and language. This is massive, and I had a great conversation yesterday with a client around this. What is one negative word or belief that isn't helping my habits right now? So ask yourself, what is one negative belief or word that isn't helping my habits right now? For example, this client who's new to the program said, I am greedy. I am a quitter. The problem with a belief and a trait that you have hardwired into your identity around your health that doesn't align to your dream identity is you're going to make that belief and description of yourself right, whether you like it or not. If you keep saying, I am greedy, I quit, one way or another, your daily habits are going to find a way to align to that identity. The same client who is a monster in business, has performed exceptionally well, done amazing things in his career, got huge opportunities lined up. When I asked him what's made him successful, it was his ability to be a passionate leader, unpack problems quicker, create structure, basically be a doer and be disciplined and focused and push through adversity. And as I said to him, if he's done it in one area, you can do it in another area, but people forget this. So what is the one negative word or belief that needs to go and isn't aligned to your habits right now? How can you reframe it? Checking pictures. Ask yourself, if I wanted to not remember to check in physical pictures of myself, how would I make this happen? Example, when we've asked clients that same question, or asked clients to ask themselves that question, if they didn't want to remember to check in, they simply wouldn't schedule it. So are you scheduling a time in your calendar each week or every second week perhaps to evaluate your physical shape and how that makes you feel? Which comes on to my next point or question, to ask yourself. And I've got sort of two ways of asking yourself this question depending on if you've got a coach right now or not. To stay less accountable, how often would I need to communicate with my coach? Keywords, to stay less accountable, how often would I need to communicate to my coach? The answer to that is never. One of the fastest ways to guarantee you won't stay accountable and consistent is to never stay accountable to the coach you're working with. If you don't have a coach, ask yourself this question. To stay less accountable, how often would I check in with myself and my health? How often would I check in and self-reflect with myself and my health? How often are you doing it right now? How often do you literally put pen to paper or just even a moment by yourself to consider, how am I feeling about my health right now? How am I feeling about the habits aligned to my health right now? And am I prioritizing me like I prioritize my business and other people? And if you don't like the answer to that question, what needs to change? Then the last question is around socials, and just from now to the end of the year in general, ask yourself, if I tried my hardest to put on weight and lose muscle from now until the end of the year, what are 3 ways you could guarantee you do this? Now, what these questions do is very, very logically and emotionally help you identify the things that, to put it bluntly, would completely fuck up your goals and guarantee you do not end the year healthy, confident, in shape, or whatever values attributed to health that are important to you. So if you can get clear on the things that you shouldn't be doing, if you continually then do them, you are choosing to fail. And I really believe if you listen to this and you are a high performer in business, you've got evidence that you can provide for your family, which I believe is one of the hardest jobs, and I have total respect for all parents that do this. I believe you have a responsibility to take responsibility for yourself, for your health, for those people that you are working hard for. So if you're underperforming and you're constantly yo-yoing, you can't stay in shape, you can't stay consistent, and you're not keeping your promises to yourself, ask yourself these questions and then do the opposite, or stop doing the things that you know that are getting in the way of looking after you. That's it for today. I'd love to know what your most helpful question was from today. As always, if you are a regular listener to this podcast and you are stuck with your health, shape, weight, confidence, struggling with identity, and it's affecting how you live and the quality of your life, we can help you. As long as you're committed, you're coachable, and you're a good communicator, you ask for help when you get stuck, we can help you. But I encourage you to don't be this person who continually listens to me on these podcasts, takes in information, and does absolutely fuck all with it. Nothing will continually drain your confidence more. So if you need help, you know where we are. Built to Last will put an end to these struggles once and for all. And that's it. So thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you next time.